Hi, welcome to Restore 2022. Today we're reading Ruth chapter 3. And as we've seen in chapter 2, Ruth has been taking advantage of a Levitical law which orders a farmer not to reap to the very edge of his field, nor to gather the gleanings, but to leave them for the poor and the foreigner. Ruth is both poor and a foreigner, and providentially finds herself gleaning in the field of one of Naomi's relatives. Now, remembering that this took place in the time of the judges, it is equally providential and remarkable that Boaz is a good man who knows the law and lives by it. In fact, he's aware of Ruth's faithfulness towards Naomi and orders his harvesters to ensure that she remains safe and to leave extra gleanings for her to find. The Youth Bible entitles chapter 3, Naomi's Plan. She conceives her plan when she hears how generous and kind Boaz has been towards Ruth while she was gathering barley. Reading the plan nowadays, though, and seeing how Ruth went about it, leaves us feeling slightly awkward. It feels as if Boaz is being manipulated, entrapped even, and Ruth's behaviour is suspiciously sluttish. No wonder Boaz is startled when he wakes in the middle of the night and finds a woman at his feet. But watch his smile grow as Ruth explains who she is and why she's there, especially when she says, "Spread your garment over me," a phrase which the Amplified Bible expresses like this: "Spread your wing of protection over me, for you're a next of kin." Boaz knows she is boldly asking him to marry her, and he's over the moon. To get our heads round this, we have to delve back into Jewish law and customs of the time. Ruth was a childless widow, and in Bible times a man was expected to marry his brother's childless widow so she could have children, and then he would care for the family, but their property would remain their own, not his. Naomi, of course, had no more sons for Ruth to marry, but the law provided for the closest relative to take over the responsibility. And this relative was known as a kinsman redeemer. And Boaz was a kinsman redeemer. And he was thoroughly chuffed that rather than throwing herself at other younger men, Ruth had followed the law and asked him to redeem her. He promises her that he will, but it's not straightforward. There is another closer relative who can redeem her. So in the morning, he will go directly to the city gate where the elders congregate and where business is done, and there he'll settle the matter of Ruth's future with the other relative. In the meantime, he sends a large food gift to Naomi, who confidently relaxes. Clearly, her plan's working.